Shalom, my name is Yeshua Yaakov ben Avraham. I'm making this video from Jerusalem. I'm a didactic scientist. Let me check this just quickly and see if we have all. Oh, good, we do. Okay, so the volume is up. This comment, first, thank you, Senator Obama. I want to say that Ann Dunham, of blessed memory, we bless her memory. In you, we see the wisdom and the vision over the horizon of this great woman, and we honor her and we respect her, and we let me just speak very plainly and simply. In you, Barack Obama, I see the potential of a Nelson Mandela, who's probably one of the greatest men on the planet Earth today. Without such a man, we couldn't have Barack Obama, and without Ann Dunham. Okay, who am I? What am I? What have I got to say? Okay, Yeshua Yaakov ben Avraham was born. Let me turn off this air conditioner. It's making too much noise. Yeshua Yaakov ben Avraham was born Michael O'Donnell, an Irish Catholic, born in Worcester, Massachusetts. Grew up in a little town called Upton. To an anthropological, humanist father and a traditional spiritualist mother. You converge those two, and you get Yeshua Yaakov returning to his matriarchal Jewish roots, now an American citizen living for 22 years in Jerusalem. I'm the author of the trilogy Humanomics in general, and its new cognitive behavioral science first principle receiving to give, which is its central organizing principle, and more particularly its new economic paradigm, the integration of labor, which replaces the division of labor. God willing, you are elected president. You will be called upon to lead not only Americans but the world in areas that you are unaware of today, but you will be in the future, and you will grow. It is my humble estimation that your being elected president will impose upon you, because of your seriousness, your ethics and your morality, will impose upon you a personal, particular ground zero. Okay, what am I talking about? Globally, for 18 years, being a didactic scientist, I've observed and have since received substantial logical evidence to support the empirical evidence of the collapse of the local reality. This means the end of man and mankind's exile. And what was man and mankind's exile? That was its local reality that collapsed. The anthropologic, sociologic, psychologic model of man's mind was given to receive. I give, I get. All of us, we give, we get. That has collapsed, that's finished. That was the model of man's exile that separated him from the creator of the cosmos, the creator of creation, the God of Israel, and his authentic self. That's collapsed. So what replaces it? Receiving to give. Receiving what? Receiving the authentic you, to give the authentic you, to the authentic you, to your children, to your family, your community, to all mankind. I've made several videos addressed to Michelle, because she is your most prolific and most trusted advisor, and we see in her a great lady as well. Now I want to say something very quickly. We're all born angry children, the children of angry children, destined to bring angry children. In exile. Well, exile has ended. We're in redemption. There's just one problem. Man's denial of the end of exile is blocking the ascent from the collapsed local reality to the quantum reality. Okay, when we end the denial, we can ascend. And in secular terms, that means the end of the modern era and the ascent to the era of post-modernity, where we inhabit the quantum reality that is the new cognitive behavioral science first principle received to give, as I said earlier. Okay, so this is the story, and respect of and in honor of your mother, I'm making this video because look, the U.S. campaign narrative is the economy in general, and specifically it's the new economic paradigm. And that has not yet entered into the dialogue of the candidates, and you have to lead. And that means that you will seek as president, you'll run on the platform. The DNC should adopt this as its central platform, where you promise to develop, implement, and acculturate the new economic paradigm, the integration of labor. Why? Because it replaces the division of labor. And further wise, because it will take the American economy from a 14 trillion gross domestic product to a 45 to 50 trillion gross domestic product, eliminating the national debt, eliminating the Social Security, eliminating the trade deficit, transforming the purchasing power and value of the dollar. It'll double in years 4 and 5, and it'll triple by years 9 to 11. That's a win-win situation. Okay, so those are a lot of good reasons why. Look, this is a massive supply-side project. It will require a $5 trillion investment to develop and implement the new model, the new economic paradigms model as world-class global technological infrastructure. 60% of that supply-side investment will come from strategic G9 partners, primarily in Europe, and the rest will come from America. It'll be amortized over 20 years. It will provide the means to re-educate, retrain, to retool, re-educate, and retrain the entire U.S. workforce, making it the most competitive in the world for the next century and beyond. This is the this is the integral and differential calculus, meaning that the overall national policy will cause the overall economy to rise, and it will provide the differential calculus for each of the states and the cities and the communities to receive the particular differential programs that stimulate their economies with job creation sustainably. It will transform the climatary crisis by reversing the 24/7 365 movement massively, which is the CEC problem, the CO2 problem that has breached the ozone layer. You have to reduce by half those emissions, and thus half the vehicular traffic. Well, the new global technological infrastructure based in America will do that. Okay, so I'm Yeshua Yaakov Ben Avraham. I'm the author of the trilogy Humanomics, and its central organizing principle, Receiving to Give, which is the new cognitive behavioral science first principle, and its new economic paradigm, the integration of labor. These are going to have a very great effect on your life, your candidacy, but far more important, you should know, you and Michelle and your family are going to have to lead America, because the collapse of the local reality means the end of man and mankind's exile. It means the ascent from a behavioral mammal to a cognitive being. It means, particularly to every individual on the planet, deconstruction of ground zero. And your election as president will impose upon you ground zero. I believe this. And you're going to have to lead. And I believe you're capable. You have the ethics and morality and integrity to do so. Deconstruct ground zero, deprogram the mind of exile, restore the authentic you that was the divine plan of God's creation, and heal from, instead of what is today the analog of exile is anger, denial, negotiation, acceptance when things go wrong. That's clinging to ground zero. Okay, so Michelle is going to have to help you on this because the women are going to lead. I bless you, and I see in you the greatness of a Nelson Mandela. You're about the age of my son. I wish you blessings in Kabul B'Shilatet, which means receiving to give, and anything I can do to help you, of course, I will. I've endorsed you. And I herein endorse this message and bless you with Kabul B'Shilatet, receiving to give from Jerusalem. Thank you for listening, and shalom from Jerusalem. We look forward, by the way, to your visit.